there's an expression that I've heard at different professional development activities, and it says that, herding academics is like, or trying to move academics together is like herding cats. So welcome back. We're beginning the second half of our program. And thank you for voting for the furniture. I see people trying different chairs out, etc. So welcome back. We're going to begin the second part of the program in 1 minute. Thank you again. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our president, Dr. Luis Pedraja. Dr. Pedraja.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? I'm going to give you a minute to settle down. It's a pleasure to have you here and to welcome you back to our new academic semester. But before we get started, I want to make sure that we take a moment to remember those who we have lost during the last year. And I would like you to join me as we remember Michael Grogan and Faith Wong, two members of our QCC family who passed away during the past academic year. And if you would join me for a minute of silence in their honor. Thank you. They will be missed, and we honor their memory today. Now I want us to move up to recognizing some of the new people who have joined our QCC family. We've had several new hires. First is Nicholas Bolt, Advanced Manufacturing and Digital Fabrication in the Fab Lab, and Learning Resource Manager. I know some of you probably already know him, but I want to welcome him to the position. Christian Illustre, Assistant Professor of Nurse Education and LPM program in the evening, has also joined us. We've also have joining us Evelyn Markham, Director of the Children's School of Early Childhood Education. So welcome. Sandra Martin, Assistant Professor of Nurse Education, ADN, for the days. We also would like to extend a QCC welcome to Dorothy McCormick, Manager of English as a Second Language Education Leadership. You can clap for them. Adult Basic Education Professional Development Center. And Anila Nagel, Clerk for the Academic Advising Officer. Then we also like to extend a welcome to Xiao Nguyen, Assistant Professor of Nurse Education LPM program in the days, and Zachary Nichols, Skilled Labor, Grounds, First Shift. And then we have also Eduardo Rivas, who has joined us as an enrollment counselor. And many of you also have met Gabriel Santner, the director of our Mentoring for Perkins program. You'll hear more about the mentoring program soon. And last but not least, Susan Whittier, Assistant Professor of Radiologic Technology. So again, welcome to the new additions to our QCC family. Now, there are a few of you who have assumed new roles in the campus. And we want to also recognize them. Ken Dwyer is now the Dean of Digital Learning and the Center for Academic Excellence. Anna Dexter is Assistant Professor of Nurse Education in the ADN Evening Program. Betsy Groves is the Associate Director of Financial Aid, Technology and Operations. Christina Hebert is now the Director of Educational Partnerships and Early College Initiatives. Jacqueline Kasowa, Program Specialist, Workforce Development and Continuing Education. Also assuming new roles on campus, Betty Lauer, the Dean of the School of Business, Engineering and Technology. Kathleen Loring, Associate Director of Financial Aid. Lupe Lomeni, Director of Advising. Patrick Prince, Interim Director of IT Projects. Michelle Tufo. I didn't even get to say it. The Interim Assistant Vice President of Student Success. And Ray Winetsky is the Director, Systems Administration for Academic and Online Application. So, congratulations to all of you for your new roles at QCC. I think most of you know who I am, so I'll still put the name up there as an introduction. But it is hard to believe that it's been 1 year since I started here, and what a year it has been. We have faced a lot of challenges throughout the year. We have faced a lot of changes. We have struggled, as many colleges through our nation have, with declining enrollment. As you know, many of the traditional populations that go to college have declined, and we also have faced the challenges as the economy improves. Many people have forgone going to college and chosen to go directly to the workplace. We have faced also, due in part to the decline and to other issues, some limited resources. We have lost some people that we have not been able to replace, and we have had to do more with less, and that has always been a challenge. We have, in addition, face increasing competition from the people in our community, from other colleges, from other universities, not just locally, but also nationally. As you see more and more commercials from online and for-profit ventures, as we have entered as a state into the SARA, which is an inter-regional agreement for online programs and exchange, and also exchanges from the different colleges, we're going to be facing a lot more competition. And we have also faced a federal government that doesn't always quite get us. As one of our esteemed leaders has said, he doesn't know what community colleges do. And we face the challenge of trying to address what we do as a community college in a time where education is devalued, where people look at us and don't understand the vital role that we play in this nation, in this community and society, and in the economy. I think it is important that we acknowledge that we have come into a time with great challenges. But it is also important to acknowledge that all the challenges that we face pale in light of what the students that we serve face. We find students who struggle to find food, students facing food insecurity. We find students that have struggled with homelessness. We have students that face the mirror challenge of economic demands that press upon them, that make them have to choose between putting food on their table, finding a safe place to eat, or paying for their education. We find that some of our students have to juggle multiple responsibilities, work, family, and other demands that are upon them. And even our students who come from other countries, our recent arrivals and immigrants who have been here for quite some time, face the challenge and the threat of potential deportation and a society that is no longer welcoming them to our shores. Our students certainly face many challenges. But I always believe the challenges are but opportunities. They're opportunities for us to shine, opportunities for us to overcome, to be better, to make a difference. And that's what we're about. And I must say that it has been quite a year. And in spite of all the things that might have happened, the different things that have given us some struggles and some challenges, we have come a long way. And we should be pleased with what we have accomplished. Each challenge is an opportunity. And each opportunity is a time to shine. And we have shown. I'm not sure what the past participle is for that. But in my defense, English is a second language. Last year, when I stood before you during this time, I proposed a challenge to you. I said that we would not rest until we achieve 100% student success. And I've also said that many people will tell us that that's not possible, that you cannot achieve 100% student success. Things happen to students. We know the challenges they face, the struggles. And I said that in response to that, we will not rest. Well, I have been amazed and impressed and humbled by the dedication that each and every one of you has shown to our students. And that you have taken to heart this challenge of committing ourselves completely to student success and not resting until we are able to achieve 100% student success. What we have been able to accomplish is something that is amazing. And you'll be hearing a little bit more about some of our achievements. But first of all, I want to say that in spite of the enrollment decline, we have met our goals for this year. We're still a little bit low from last year, but we're pretty close to it. Last year, as we developed the budget for this year, I took a bit of a risk. And I said, let's go for only a 3% decline. In headcount, as last that I saw, we were a little bit under 1% decline. And in our FTEs and in our hours, we were only about 2.2 or so % below last year's numbers. And I will add to that we were able to accomplish this with less resources than in previous years, with a lot less personnel that we've had to do, and we're able to make it happen. And I know it's been hard for you. I know you've had to work very hard, but I'm very pleased by the work that you have accomplished. And none of this would not have been possible without every one of you being committed to student success, working hard to bring the students in, calling them, making the grounds look presentable, doing orientation, getting them through the door, giving them the advice they need to choose the courses. We were able to achieve this very challenging goal by our hard work, and something that we did in spite of having less at our disposal to do it. So good work, everyone. When I came last year, I set an ambitious course for us for the future. We started a strategic plan. And I said, this is not going to be a strategic plan that comes from the top down. It is not one that consultants draft for us and that we then try to implement. This will be our strategic plan. It will be something that all of us would work together to achieve. That it will be our vision, not my vision, not your vision, not someone else's vision, but our vision as a college. And we have been able to come up with a plan that I'm pleased that we have done. One that has grown up organically. Through the hard work of many, I was impressed in how many times during beautiful spring days and fall days, people got together and met for hours and hours on a weekend Friday, I should say, to develop some of these plans, how everybody contributed to it. And we come to a place where we have a plan that is ready to go to the board for approval, and that will be taken to them next week to validate, and eventually to the board. And you'll be hearing a little bit more about the plan in a little bit. We have also been able to have new and improved signage throughout the campus. Our websites are much, much better. If you've seen our website, our communication department has done an amazing job in putting up new advertisement, new videos, and more accessible ways for the students to get at the information that they need. And thanks also to some of the work that our Student Success Task Force has done, and the work of the Campus Works group that came in, and some of the different work that our IT department and our enrollment management team was able to accomplish, we have reduced a lot of the obstacles that the students have faced in coming to the college. Obstacles to registration, obstacles to financial aid, obstacles to other areas where they had maybe had some struggles. Now it is a lot easier. We're not quite there yet, but we're come a long way in just one short year. And I've heard recently that when the Campus Works people were back in here last week, they were very impressed by how much we've accomplished in so little time, much more than many other colleges. And this was possible again because of all of your hard work and dedication to that one goal that is our utmost goal, achieving 100% student success. In addition to that, we're starting new initiatives now, such as the mentoring program that you'll be hearing a bit more about. The Student Success Center, which has started taking shape in the HLC. And once more, I appreciate all the work that people have put into that. Facilities, IT, the different departments have been affected, people who have been willing to be relocated and moved, and have given up, in some cases, a little bit of their space in order to make sure that the students have all that they need in one place, where they'll have greater access to the services that they need to be supported. But as I said in many occasions, this is not just about geography. It's not just about location. Yes, we're making it easier. But it is also about us working together in a more seamless way, being more integrated and more willing to break the silos that have divided us and find the common vision that unites us to serve our students, so that it is us who take upon ourselves to do the work, rather than force our students to figure out where they need to go, to figure out what forms they need, to understand what needs to happen. We have been able to move further in that direction than we have been able to do in many other times. So I am pleased for what we have been able to accomplish. We have done quite a bit. We have a balanced budget. We're able to finish the year without any losses. As a matter of fact, we even had a little money left over. We're able to try to keep student fees to a marginal increase. I would rather not had to have done that, but there is just so much that we can do with what we have. And on top of that, we were also able to make great strides in being a campus that is committed to ensuring that the students are able to get excellent service and to succeed. When I think about all the accomplishments that we have been able to achieve in this short year that I've been your president, I am humbled and honored to be able to work with you, because you have done an amazing job. You have taken the lead in so many of these projects. You have caught on to the vision, and you have, with great excitement, invested yourself and given of your time to ensure that these new initiatives take place. It is not my success, but it's our success. It is the students' success, and it's the things that we strive of. It is all of us working together. And when we work together, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We are in trying times indeed. We are in a time where we see a lot of division, where there is a lot of fear, where sometimes dreams are shattered. But as I've said often, in spite of all this, we must dare to dream. We are in the business of making dreams come true. Our students come here with their dreams for a better life, their dreams of achieving something, of learning something, of getting that degree, of moving forward, getting a little more money, being an example to their children, and a pride to their parents. They have dreams. And it is up to us to make those dreams come true. They have entrusted us with this great gift of their dreams, of their hopes. It is their future that is in our hand. So when I look towards the future, I don't look towards the future of the college, or to my future of my presidency, or to the future of each and every one of you. I look to only one future, and it's the future of our students. Because if they succeed, we succeed. If their dreams become a reality, we have accomplished lots. We are the dreamers. They are the dreamers, and together, our dreams must go on into the future. So thank you. Thank you for being who you are and for all that you do to serve our students. And now we're going to have a little bit of time to go over some of the new initiatives that we are undertaking in this year. Things that I hope will help us strengthen the success of our students, strengthen retention, and to make sure that our teams are all taken care of through the coming year. So that we are not just approaching it through one lens, but through multiple lenses and addressing some of those many challenges that I mentioned that our students face. Now, I could stand up here and keep on talking, but I don't want to bore you. And instead, I'm going to invite different people who know a lot more about this initiative, who have led these projects and taken them as an opportunity to better to help our students succeed and to help the dreams come true. And ask them to come and talk a little bit about what they're doing. And first up, I'm going to invite our team on the QCC mentoring program to come up and share a little bit about what they are doing. Okay, Terry and Ricky, please come up.